These are the highlights of India's smartest podcast, The Ranveer Show. Welcome to TRS Clips. Make sure you hit that bell icon and don't forget to subscribe. The one thing I've understood about your industry and your profession is that now this might sound like I'm being condescending, but I'm really
But
not
you can.
again.
Yeah, please
No,
do.
it's not that. Like
It's a freewheeling talk. You can.
for sure.
Yeah.
But the statement I want to make is I sense that there's a very natural and organic form of insecurity because you're scrutinized that much for how you look. You know, everyone's always like, oh, your face,
Absolutely.
this, your body, that. How does that make you feel as a man who's like sort of, you spent a long time in this industry. So you ever had any phases where you felt like insecure about just yourself?
You know, honestly, Ranveer, and I'm being very honest. First of all, I'm probably the first, and I say this looking at it from the outside perspective, I'm probably the first male actor who's been objectified so much. You know, with Jism first, my first film, and then with Dostana. And with everything. Yes, of course, there is a lot of scrutiny. But again, you ask my crew, ask anybody around, I don't have a habit. I say this on record, I actually don't have a habit of looking in the mirror. I mean, Venki, Peru, they're here, you know. So it's just that once where whilst something is being done, after that I don't. So luckily for me, and I just say this, luckily for me, I'm not really consumed by that insecurity. Yes, it could happen at any point of time, but no, I'm not. I complain with my crew. I say, I've become fat, a little fat. I do all that. But the vanity on the face, for example, doesn't exist. Because I know for one man food, for the other man poison, Ranveer. A person may really like you, B person may not like you at all. But you must learn to live with it.
But about your body, you know, and even with age, like maybe the size of your muscles reduces a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
And for young guys, that troubles them a lot if they lose even a little muscle mass.
Yeah.
So generally in the fitness industry all over the world, there is that little element of insecurity where every guy is comparing himself to the bigger guy.
Absolutely.
How have you made peace with all that?
No, I'm fighting every day. So when I go to the gym, yesterday I was complaining that I'm not good enough. I need to fight. And my trainer said, you're so driven. I said, boss, if I wasn't driven, I wouldn't do extraordinary things. And if I wouldn't do extraordinary things, I wouldn't get extraordinary results. So you have to be driven to a point where you're possessed. And this is my bread and butter, Ranveer. I could talk about the 5 good films that I've done, but Johnny Abraham's known for his body. You know, you can't take away from that. So for me, I drive myself every day to go to the gym, to train harder. Okay, now let me put it this way. Do I look at comments in the comments section and say, oh my God, they said your body looks so bad in this film? No, I don't. I don't. And I'll tell you one more piece of trivia, which I've shared probably with one person I don't even know. I don't have any social media on my phone. I don't have WhatsApp. I've consciously decided when Facebook happened, I don't know how to log into Facebook. It's shocking, isn't it? But I've made a conscious decision. I don't have iMessage. I'm just on SMS. So if you ask me about comments, about things, so my manager, she handles my social media. And if you see my social media feed, I'm only following animal organizations or I'm posting stuff on films. Honestly, the way you use social media is fantastic. Fantastic. I'm not capable. I don't have the skill sets to use social media the way you do. Does social media help? In my case, it does because I'm so much into animal cruelty that it helps me a lot to make people aware. But can I use social media for my own self and say, hey, listen, this is a donut and now I'm going to the potty? You know, I can't do that. I can't share so much of my life. And I saw, and you did it in a very beautiful way. When you were introducing your house, for example, you said, you know, I'm so happy with this house and I want to share this with you guys. It came from your heart and you did it beautifully.
Thank you, sir.
I can't do that because I'm intrinsically a very introverted, shy person. I'm very socially I'm okay. I can talk to everybody, have a good time. But I'm very shy. I keep things inside me. So for someone like me, it's a bit unnatural to go out there and do it. So I don't know. I could do otherwise, but I think I may go off social media in probably a week, a couple of weeks, a month. Yeah.
No? I hear you.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, your world as actors it's just too much stimulation. It's too many things coming at you. That's what I honestly look at it.
Yeah. But again, like I don't do in Rome as the Romans do. So I don't do as the other actors do. Because I don't hang out too much with anybody except with my motorcycles.
What do you do to chill?
Motorcycles. I call up motorcycle dealers. They realize it's my call. They disconnect the call also nowadays. Actually, and I'm like, I get so hurt. And it's not the ego. As John Abraham ne phone kiya, not like that. Saying, why did you disconnect my call? Like for a Suzuki Hayabusa, I called up and they disconnected my call. And now I want that bike more now. Because it was my first bike, Okay. So I wanted more. So I do these things for pastime. I'll go and I'll look at some property somewhere, or I'll take out my motorcycles, I'll clean them. For me, it's therapeutic to clean my motorcycles. I really enjoy the sound of my motorcycles till my neighbor complains. That's making too much sound. And I'll say, okay.